When you pay a certain price to get freedom, it is no more freedom, because freedom is supposed to be free. And therefore, I believe there is nothing like freedom. And I would like to clear you in two different ways. My goal on doing this is to make people know, to make us know that freedom is more of like fantasy. It doesn't really exist. It only exists in our mind, theoretically or dictionary. But realistically, it is a different ballgame. It may help some of us to relearn and repair some approach that we apply in this reality called life. The misconception that one will say, I need my freedom. I just want to be free. I therefore do this because I want to be free. In the name of freedom, so many things have gone wrong. Parents can no longer control their kids. Siblings are no more in peace. Marriages are gone. Things are upside down. Things fall apart. Government cannot control their subjects. The countries has been torn apart in the name of freedom. Genders in trouble, inequality, the religion also in big mess. The big one is driving to have all the freedom on this planet. The young ones, the smaller one also fighting back, agitating to have their freedom. How do we tackle this? First of all, we need to understand what is freedom. So I put the dictionary for you. The power to think, the power to act or speak how you want, the right to be yourself, emancipation, to act, taking the power into your hands. It is not true. The people that wrote this, the owner of the dictionary, they live in the world of individualism. Because I am, that is why we are. But realistically, most of us from Africa will know that we live in communalism, unitarianism, whereby the Ubuntu says that because we are, that is why you are. So more a little different from other aspects. And obvious, this contradicts the law of ethics. If you want to act how you want, in other words, you can run speed. You can speed up where you're supposed to drive 50 and you are driving 100. You are putting other people's life in danger. But when you are restricted to maintain the speed limit of that rules and regulation in that area, you are no more doing what you want and how you like. Most of the developed world happens to be where there are a lot of restriction, the do's and don'ts. You can't even make noise in a certain area from that kind of 10 o'clock at night. You are restricted from doing some certain things in your own apartment. And in this video, I'm actually targeting my African beloved ones who think you can take freedom and do how you want. They have given us some action that we need to learn how to control it. Recently, we went as a church member or church worker to settle a case in a family where this boy said he is free to do whatsoever he want to do. Yes, you are free, but your parents are also free. They are free to send you out of their own house because they are free to have their own apartment. If you know you have your rules and regulation and power to do how you want, you also must know that your next person, the neighbor or your father or your parent, they also have right to disqualify your idea and lay you off even. So what I want to do is to say the definition is not correct. We need to redefine freedom. Freedom is good if you can pay the price. Or let's say freedom, the definition of freedom is supposed to be the ability to do what you like, what you think, how you want it, if you can meet up with the rules. Or you say the power to do or think or act how you want according to the rules and regulation. because this is a mess. People thinking that civilization is the ability to be yourself, reason the way you want. Therefore, we are killing the fact about discipline, the fact about principle. So the freedom we talk about has a price, a tag called price that is very huge, and we must be realistic about this. We must pass this message to our siblings, to our kids or the next generation. So that leads me to number 2 point that I want to share, is that every freedom, every action has its own side effect, negative or positive. If you are ready to face it, you must know the side effect before you take that action. Because freedom is equally allowing you to take any action that you want. So if you want to eat sugar, you must know that it's your freedom, it's your right, it's your will to take any amount of sugar you want. But the price that follows it is diabetes or whatsoever. Over or excess of eating sugar, you will also face the consequence. Recently, we've seen that gender crisis has become enormous. So if you want to change to a man as a woman, or change or be yourself, woman emancipation, men emancipation, all what is going on these days is alarming. Each of them, you have to know the side effect, because what we are facing these days is after all said and done. The consequences comes as a surprise, begin to trick in as if you never knew, as if you were not told. And that is what we are doing. In this channel, I bring in bitter truth and some questions from every part of my life activities. Bring it on. Put your comment in the comment section. I'll be there to read more, and I'm gonna be doing more video on this topic. I don't just want this one to be very long, and that is why I'm stopping. Thank you for watching, and please, I beg you, share with me and let others have a look. Thank you, and remain blessed, and bye.